To begin the brewing process, these small toasted grains, called barley, are processed through a hand mill. When most brewers purchase barley, it has already been allowed to germinate and then toasted to a certain point. Barley comes in a variety of different kinds and levels of roast, from the light golden toast seen here to the rich, dark roasts of stouts. Milling the grain cracks open the hard outer shell, allowing the starches inside to be exposed. Meanwhile, a pot of filtered water is heated. Just before boiling, this water is added to the milled barley, which will then be brought to a temperature of 150 to 185 degrees. In these conditions, the exposed starches of the malted barley will rapidly break down into sugars. These sugars will be converted into alcohol during fermentation by a helpful microbe called yeast. This process also releases carbon dioxide, which is responsible for the foamy head of bubbles in a pint of beer. This hot mixture of water and cracked barley, called mash, is now insulated to help it retain its temperature. After ample time has been allowed for the starches to convert to sugar, the mash is transferred to a plastic bucket with a small hole near the bottom. A rubber hose fed through this hole allows for the mash to be easily circulated. In this process, the brewer uses gravity to repeatedly pull the heated liquid through the malted barley, so as much of the grain sugars as possible will make it to fermentation. Next, the mixture is boiled. This sterilizes the beer, killing off bacteria that could potentially compete with the yeast and create off flavors in the final product. During this time, hops are added for flavor. The coils of copper pipe will eventually be used to circulate cool water, bringing the temperature of the mixture low enough to be transferred to glass fermenters, where it will stay until it's ready to be bottled and served.